Hi guys, I'm going to be answering this week's discussion question 1, and we're going to be talking about what is needed in a professional letter. And I found the U of A Writing Center, and what they have 7 tips that we need to remember when writing a professional letter. 1, before you begin, consider the format. Super important, because if you don't have the correct format, it's going to look put together, like slapped together. Also, I never thought of this, but they mentioned the font as well. That's really important, because if you're using a not typical font, it would look really different, and it would show that you don't have as much experience as you're trying to put off. Identify your address. That's really important when you're looking at jobs. It tells the person that's reading this, oh, they're from here, they're geographically there. Also, just telling them your job name is also really important, because it tells them they have the skills that they're talking about and they've been given the job for a reason. Add the date is also a really important one, because they want to know when you wrote it and how recent this is, and because sometimes they might have to sift through a bunch, and so when they have a date, it tells them when it was sent in and how recent. Identify your recipient. Just tell them who you're sending it to is a really good one. Greeting your reader is the other one that they have. And I think that's a really important one, because for someone who would be reading, if I would be reading a professional letter, I would look for that and be like, wow, they actually know me by name, or they thought of me, instead of just sending out like mass letters trying to get something to stick. I would definitely look at that as something that was an attention to detail sort of thing. Closing the letter, using the correct, like sincerely or thank you would be really important, because you want to close it the right way instead of putting something random there. And then their last one is proofreading. And that one's something that I think is really hard to remember, because it's so easy to be like, oh, I got this, it's really short, I shouldn't have to proofread it. But reality is that it can be pretty messed up and look unprofessional when you rush through it. Thanks for listening.